That's very unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I lost. All right, let's go again. Nice. Easy. I'm playing 4 difficult ROM hacks. I'm using hardcore Nuzlocke rules, and I cannot use a damage calculator. This is the Drayano Gauntlet. Okay, maybe something good here this time. That's a grass type. I need those for Misty. This is probably... Actually, no, we can get Victory Bell, right? Yeah, this is fine. Stacy's dad is looking kinda bad. Stacy, can't you see? I just want your dad in me. I'm having a pretty good day. This can teleport, right? Fuck. Why do I even speak? Okay, we try again. Let's go. Get in. Nice. Pretty sure those have a 1 in 4 to teleport as well, by the way. Cassandra. That's the, like a seer, right? If your name is Cassandra, DM me. This is a dupe. Is this good? I have no idea of how good this could be. This is probably good, right? Spriggan is a creature from Cornish folklore. Spriggan are particularly associated with West Penworth. Yeah, whatever. Sounds cool to me. Oh, I didn't know that that was a people, I guess. Is the name for corn and Cornish people, is that like, is there a linguistic relation there? Probably has some Proto-Indo-European origin, right? Or origin, right? Okay, maybe this is just my German brain, but the German word corn means can mean like a seed. And I would guess that there's probably a relation there to the vegetable or whatever it is being corn. Like a kernel, yeah, exactly. But I don't know. I feel like it probably has like a Proto-Indo-European root, but like maybe the Cornish people don't. Okay. Well, we have the opportunity to right our wrongs now and call this Kappa instead of Polytoad. And then we gotta think of something else for Polytoad, but I'm not exceptionally happy with my encounters so far, I gotta say, but it's probably fine. Oh yeah, we gotta go through Dicklid Cave now. Do I have any flying types? Because I need to be able to run from Dugtrio. Last time we fished for Whalmer here, that felt pretty good, especially because you get the chance of Staryu, and you don't get that chance a lot. Okay, we're supposed to use Goldrad, though. Nice. But I guess we should probably ask ourselves if we really want to dupe out Starmie for the rest of the run, you know? We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Okay. This was Wang Along. At least this game gives you like infinite sleepers. Nice. This was Lintworm, right? And now we have to make sure that we don't run into like a level 56. We don't have to get Barboach right now, I guess. Yeah, let's chill until Watson. I think that's it for encounters, I'm pretty sure. Maybe this is where Ludicolo will finally have a chance to shine, huh? Or tried Dungeon Crawl Classic? Nope, never tried anything that's not Dungeons and Dragons. Does this kill? I think not. But Victory Belt is really good. The fact that you get stone evolutions before Misty makes it so much easier, man. Whatever the f Manat was talking about, that you have to pick fucking Elekid in this game to beat Misty, seems like some real bullshit, by the way. Going for the slow sleep powder here, because I figured I could probably take an Aurora Beam, which would give me a really big advantage going to Gyarados, so I don't have to switch into Dragon Rage. And with Oran Berry, I can take 2 Dragon Rages. And 2 Dragon Rage always kill this. This is like a super consistent counter. Well, it's not super consistent, because sometimes you switch in on Dragon Rage and then you're slower. This is a plus speed Gyarados here, faster. So it's not a completely free matchup, but like it's consistent enough, you know? I'm actually just full HP now because of that sleep powder, and I can just keep going on what I think is going to be Love Disc, right? Oh yeah, true. This is either Thunder Wave or Shockwave. Dude, Dratini is actually such a good counter to this. Like, it resists both moves. It's got Shed Skin for paralysis, so you rebait the Thunder Wave over and over again. you could paralyze it with Thunder Wave. Like, this seems really powerful. I just don't know how much damage you take, so let's find out. Maybe you take too much damage and it doesn't matter. Dratini does kind of have shit stats. Yeah. Oh god. I'm dead to crit too. This is definitely not as good as I thought. Shed Skin proc here would be huge, but otherwise I just gotta switch. Okay. But like Bayleaf is a super free counter. This fight is also going to be less free once we do the starter gift changes, because we're not going to have guaranteed Bayleaf anymore. Sometimes we have neither of the grass starters at this point. Like, with those changes, it's definitely going to come to a point where like sometimes we run up on Misty, and because of encounters, we just don't have grass types, and then you probably can't win. But whatever. I think that's hype. You got a degree in traffic engineering. What's your opinion on the on the Autobahn actually getting a general tempo limit of 130 kilometers an hour? I don't know. My degree doesn't really influence this at all. I just think that like it's probably just like a good thing, because the faster you go, like you exponentially burn more fuel. So it's probably just worse for the environment if everyone's going like 200 on the fucking Autobahn. Because of the, because like, is it drag? I don't know the words in English, but like, basically the way the formula works out is, air resistance goes up with the square of your speed or something like that. I don't remember. I guess I did learn this in school. I'm getting kind of owned right now. I was supposed to synthesis last turn. I got a little distracted there. What do I want to do here? Risk the crit or go to Ludi? You don't really need Bayleaf after this. Let's risk the crit. Nice. I don't know. This, I drive a fucking GTI, okay? And I don't like, I've gone like up to 200 kilometers an hour to like test it once, but like if I'm just driving from A to B for a couple of hours on the Autobahn, I'm sticking it to 130, man. Like everything else is just stressful, no? Like you got to be so much more focused, and I don't know. And like what different, like how big is the difference really in your arrival time? Like you can do the math, right? It's never going to be like crazy. Unless you're doing like an insane, like, I don't know. It's either 5 minutes or eternity, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't see any good arguments for keeping... I think that the literally, like, some people go to Germany for, like, tourism because we don't have a speed limit on the highway. in some sections, right? So they can like, a lot of people go here, buy like their expensive German cars, and then test drive them on the Autobahn, then bring them home. This is like a rich person thing, but I just don't really see the argument in favor of keeping it, except for I want to go really fast because it's really fun. I don't know. I feel like the other arguments just outweigh that a little bit, but this was my planned counter, right? Because I can't get water pulse confused because I'm own tempo, and I can't get attracted because I'm female. Exactly. I am slower though. Like, there's a reason that every other fucking country has a speed limit on their goddamn highway, right? I just don't really know what the fuck we're talking about. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's got anything to do with lobbying, man. It's just harder to change a policy from the status quo in general, no matter what. And like, there's a lot of really stupid people voting for this, man. I think I just stay in here, right? Just hit a mega kick and get it over with. Well, maybe it does have something to do with lobbying. I don't know. I've just never seen like evidence for that, I guess, but who knows? Although one thing that Americans do forget about sometimes is that like our roads are like so much safer. It's actually crazy. I saw stats in this when I learned it in school. If you can compare deaths per vehicular kilometer, so you're controlling for obviously population and then also how much people drive, and oh my god, people die so much less on German roads. It's crazy. It kind of makes sense because we're like a smaller country, right? So we have more like we can afford to, this is a crazy move to pick there, to make our roads safer because we just have less of them to build. But there's just like so many safety features on German highways that just don't exist at all. Does she have another fucking... Why did I bring Ludicolo? Why do I ever bring Ludicolo to anything ever, man? This thing is so fucking dog shit, dude. Oh, now she fucking heals, and now it's gonna be like metronome arrow blah or whatever. Yeah. I mean, that one's fine. I can catch that one with someone else. Metronome Ice Beam crit would be really funny, man. I'm just... Can I afford this to be Zap Cannon or something? Probably not, right? What are the f***ing odds? I just want to get this fight over with. Okay, because now I can go back here, and then if it's like Metronome Arrow Blah, I don't care, and most of the time I just kill it. That's fine. I was gonna say, that seems pretty high in damage, but... This kills, right, Ludi? You're f***ing right. You're goddamn right. Hit me up with flying type real quick so I can go get Barboach now. Oh yeah, I just get an encounter. This is just my encounter, huh? Just have Groval be the cut friend, because like... I'm not gonna lie, you like never use this thing, man. It's not good after Brock. Reason I want to come back here is I delayed fishing in Viridian until I had Magikarp. So I have duped out so I can get the guaranteed Barboach, which just seems immensely helpful. What are we calling this, guys? Is there any, like, catfish in folklore? I guess this is just what it's based on. I'm learning so much about Pokemon's origins. Yeah, let's try to not f it up this time. Wait, why am I leading with this? Hold on, this is stupid. We lead with this, obviously, because this can't hit ground types. I also meant to prepare Gyarados there, I forgot. So that it doesn't bait Thunder Wave. Which shouldn't matter usually, because you're usually switching to your ground types, but sometimes you're... That's not... Sometimes you're like pivoting into your grass types as well, right? It's really nice of him to actually use the potion here. That's really good for us. We should probably play this fight in a way where we always try to get that potion from him. I probably wouldn't... Probably like Sandslash Swift or something is probably the way to do it, right? Let's try to remember that. Nah, it's not worth it to set up Amnesia. Because it's like Chinchu next, and then it like Confuse Rays you and Water Pulses you a bunch, and then if you lost like a bunch of HP on this that you really need for Manic Trick, like, it's just not worth it. Go straight here, I guess? Yeah. Because now there's no Thunder Wave on the Switch at least. Yeah, I guess the Nidoking... Is the Nidoking... It's Earthquake? Yeah. How would you do it? Like, what would be a good... You probably just want, like, a... Honestly, Spinda seems okay for the Thiefer. I wonder what, like, a good Thiefer would be to get you the Choice Band and stuff. I mean, Spinda just gets shredded by Nidoking Earthquake. You kind of need it to be a flying type. So it would probably have to be some sort of bulky flying type that learns Thief and doesn't get killed by Blissey Ice Beam. I don't think that exists. I don't think Gyara learns Thief. But Gyara would be pretty optimal, yeah. I don't think Pelly learns it. Delibird. Yeah, I don't think you can get it before that. I don't think I don't think it exists, the optimal Thiefmon. Like, it's fine if it's sacked to... If it just can be fast. And, like, tank one move from Nidoking, Thief, and then sack. I think that's completely fine. That fight is not that difficult. Pelican Thief? Okay. I don't think I can get Pelly before Erika, though, right? But we're getting somewhere. Honestly, the leftovers are probably pretty important, right? I think neither item is, like, super required to beat the game, by the way, but... I don't know. Xatu. Noctowl seems really good. Noctowl definitely tanks some ice beams. It's probably Noctowl. Let's go Marshtomp first because we're mudshotting. And then potentially Barboach could outspeed at some point. But we'll play it a lot safer this time around. Ooh. Now I kind of wish I had Soft Sand. This might be a range. Nice. That was a lot cleaner than last time. Crobat would probably be okay too, yeah. It probably takes quite a bit from Blissey Ice Beam though. Just can't really do anything to me. Except for that. Like 5-hit crit kills me from here, but guess there's no good reason to stay in, so. Well, I'm never switching this into Raichu. So the healthier the other ground types are, the better. Because they can potentially switch into Raichu. Ergo, I should stay in and tank one more, risking 5-hit crit. As in, like, all 5 hits crit. And we're already safe. Gengar does wall that... Yeah, but you can't get... Wait, you could get Gengar before Erika, right? But that means you have to do Lavender Rival before unlocking your Erika level cap? It's worth thinking about. I don't know. We've all seen these fights a million times before, guys. I don't think I need to commentate how I'm pivoting through Gara to get the Intim on the Focus Punch and then also guarantee the electric moves as I switch to my ground types. Yada, 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 yada. I'll just save Barboach for Magneton, I guess. Pretty straightforward stuff, right? Let's not get static confused or static paralyzed here. That would be kind of dope. Or we could just get the kill. I feel like my ground types are doing more damage than usual. I feel like last time I did this fight, I didn't get any of these KOs. Like, this fight is so free. Sandslash is really nice to have, though. That's Hidden Power Dark, right? I don't actually know. Yeah, it's Max Power, Hidden Power Dark. That did a lot, man. Kind of crazy. That's good to remember that that can potentially two-shot a weaker Sandslash. Take note of that. Or don't. I won't, but I'll try to make a mental note of it. Oops. Isn't God this is... I don't know. What can... Does the Catholic Church have, like, any recourse if the Pope starts going crazy? There's a lot of crazy stuff in history where there's, like, a couple popes at the same time, right? I do not want Bulbasaur. Let's just see what we get here. Try out some new things. That's pretty horrible. Any name ideas, though? I should buy some more balls before I leave, though. Because I can run into Larvitar. Oh, sure, let's go with Fenrir. Again, these Wikipedia pictures. Why does it look like a child drew it? It's like, if a child drew it, it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's a good drawing. It's better than what I could ever draw, but... Fuck. Oh, look, it's Karata der Boss vom Hinterhof. Should I even go for the Larvitar floor in Rock Tunnel if I can get it anyway by trading in Dratini? I guess if I think I want Dragonite as well. But you can't get Dragonite until after, like... Sabrina anyway. So, like, what would you even be using it for, you know? Yeah, you want to go for Magnemite here. Okay. So, like, what do you want to go for in the cave? Assuming you don't want Larvitar. Maybe this can be our Thief. Well, we'll try this for Thief, I guess. Blizzy probably deals quite a bit to Crobat, right? Oof. It was screeched. Hold on. I also didn't level Stacy's mom. A lot of options here. Vampire is very obvious, I feel like. But I'm sure there's a lot of other cool, specific blood-sucking... Let's just go for Dracula. Okay. Have good Spadef, please. Yeah, that works. Would you guys go to a doctor if their name was Dr. Alucard, MD? Or Dr. Acula MD, rather. Like, let's say they're like a unrelated, like they're like a proctologist. How much is the copay? Comparable to whatever other doctor. Like, the only difference between him and like another proctologist is the other proctologist is like a 20-minute longer drive. You guys are really going to Dr. Acula MD? It does make for a good story. That's true. And like, he's probably not a vampire, right? Like, that would be ridiculous. Even if he was, why would he go by such an obvious name? Like, I feel like he would, but maybe that's what he wants you to think, right? Maybe that gives him some sort of, like, plausible deniability when he sucks your blood, and the cops show up, and he could be like, what was he expecting? My name's literally Dr. Acula. It's, like, spelled out in there. Okay, does this route ever have anything good? Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Isn't this guy a seer? Is that how you spell him? He's the guy in the statue, right? With the snakes? He's like, yo, they're gonna attack Troy or whatever. This seems like... Okay, it's minus speed, so I guess I'll go for myself. 30 special attack, but if you have Jynx, I don't know why you would ever use this. Wow. That's pretty decent. 7 speed, but... Okay. I'm picking Scizor again. Minus attack Scizor. It's plus defense though, again, that's good. And good speed IV is really important on this guy. Okay. Is this an E4mon? Does this guy get something good? Probably better to save this for Sacred Gold where it's like actually buffed, but it does get Belly Drum E-Speed. What are we calling this though? That's the question. Zagreus? I think somebody submitted that on Patreon. Let me check if they didn't want it to be like a specific Pokemon. Okay, trying something new. Not with the lead, we're still doing pilot, but I thought a little bit harder about who I actually want to teach Thief to. I didn't have anything super good because you want it to be like able to switch into Blissey and the Nidoking later that has the choice band because you want leftovers from Blissey and choice band from Nidoking, but you only get 1 Thief TM. The best I found was Crobat. It's not going to take Ice Beams well. If it does die to 2 Ice Beams and does end up switching it on Ice Beam, I just kind of have to, you know, I'm still going to get the leftovers if that happens, let's put it that way, unless I get frozen. It's not run ending if I don't get it. Let's try to not miss these flies. And then we can get the Chain Kill on Ludicolo. I went Citrus on Pilot this time to hopefully get a little bit more value out of it if I need to. Don't miss. I'm assuming that that Aerolace doesn't kill in these situations. I think I might have not taught Thief. Okay. There's the problem with the Blissey is there's no way to pivot. There's no way to not get Ice Beam sometimes. Like, I know this is not Thunder Wave at least, but like, yeah. The question is, if it sees kill with Ice Beam, which it might here, I'm pretty sure that will always be clicked over Seismic Toss. But the way Seismic Toss AI works is because it's like a set damage. AI doesn't know how much it does, basically. It doesn't have the capability of that, so it can be picked over highest damage. But I don't think it can be kicked over kill, so do I pivot Jynx here? Or do I pivot... but then the problem is Thunder Wave, right? Just fucking send it, dude. And then if it's Ice Beam, I just take it, don't get frozen, take the Thief, and then just have Crobat die, and then that's kind of fine. Oh, he tanks too, look at that. And now this can be Seismic Toss, right? Or Thunder Wave. It's actually almost certainly Thunder Wave. So, Crobat almost certainly gets to live. Nice. And now I switch on not Thunderwave to my Blissey counter. This is good to remember. This has like average special defense. I have Asper Berry on this guy in case I get frozen here because it's kind of my only way of killing this Blissey. Dude, I love this back sprite. I love that Granbull's just doing this fist. Like he's so mad. Dude, editing it to be a middle finger would go so crazy. Good to have her use a Hyper Potion here. Rather she use it on that than like a Starfberry Vileplume. A Starf-berried Vileplume. Granbull might not win this, but I'm down to sack it. I'm not using it after this. It's kind of part of the reason that I brought this is because it's really easy to sack. I don't have to though. I can switch like to Jynx or something. This can pretty much only be Ice Beam, I'm pretty sure. She doesn't heal again. Okay. I constantly forget how good like Jynx's bulk is in this game. Like it took that like +2 or +3 Thunderbolt from Gardevoir on our wipe against Samantha. Sure, let's call her that. This can't really do anything to me, so I mean, it can do that. I think I'm Chesto. I'm pretty sure I am. It's always had decent special bulk, yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's buffed in this game. It's all of its stats are buffed. Most importantly, its HP is buffed to 75, which makes that already existing special defense better, and the special defense is also buffed to 105. It's just a good Pokemon, man. Do I think this kills? Not quite getting the kill and hitting it into Starfberry would kind of suck. The problem is I have no switch in for Sludge Bomb. I could sack Granbull and then just kill with Pilot 95% of the time. That's probably the cleanest way. Or we just limit test a little bit. Nice. Well, I guess we didn't get any data out of that, but it's just Blossom, right? Which can't literally do anything to jump left. I don't really see a good reason to pick Magby. Like, I don't think giving... It doesn't really change anything for what the rival has, in my opinion. Like, I think I have still the easiest rival, probably. The rival fights are all hard. I think you definitely want to avoid giving him Jynx. And I feel like you don't need Elekid for Misty, so I don't really see a reason to pick Electabuzz at all. I guess one thing we're thinking about with the dupes, with the E4 dupes clause is... If we're picking Jynx, we're probably bringing it to the Elite Four. That's part of the reason we're bringing it, right? Because it's like really good on E4. But that does mean that we're duping out Jynx for the rest of the gauntlet. And Jynx was really good in both Sacred Gold and Renegade Platinum, in my opinion. And it's not an uncommon encounter there. But like if you're picking Magmar, you're not bringing it to E4. It's buffed, it's good, but like it doesn't do anything, right? On that E4, so I don't know. Dude, Jynx opens up so many fights like this. It's so fucking good. I kind of don't have a Persian counter. I'll just use this guy. It's fine. And I didn't teach this any moves. Whatever, man. It doesn't really matter.
Let's go.
Okay. This is T-Bolt. Just go straight here. T-Bolt or Hypnosis, I guess. I should be fine, right? Yep. Swampert kind of doesn't have any... When did I register my berry pouch? Any fully accurate good moves, huh? Do you guys think I can, this attempt, finally get the fucking Gengar as my encounter, by the way, or am I gonna be stuck with... I guess I brought Bennett to E4 last time, huh? Pivot. Get T-Punch. And you Mud Shot. And you Mud Shot. And he switches. This is Giga Drain. Yeah, just go here. Oh, right. I could have totally gone Chesto Berry. I definitely should have gone Chesto Berry on this too. Get Giga Drain, go to Jynx and kill it. But what if it's Hypnosis on the switch to Jynx? I mean, you gotta try, right? God damn it. Let's try again. Good thing I brought 3 Gengar Haunter counters. Are you f***ing serious, man? Well, I'm getting owned. Okay. What do I do now? I think I have to risk the crit here. Nice. Now I kind of don't have a counter for this anymore, huh? That looks good. Okay. This should be Thunder Punch again. Nice. Alright, easy. See, it's that free if you just have Swampert for the fucking Magmar. Like, this fight's not actually hard. It's not unlikely that at some point we'll make, like, a balance change to early game Redux, because it is, like, pretty reset heavy, traditionally. So, like, I don't know if it's maybe a good idea to just kind of, because I don't know how much I can, like, run through the first 3 games only to then have to reset because I... Nice. Didn't get the right mon, you know? Yeah, maybe I'll do some test runs of Redux off stream and see how I feel about it. Banshee. Is this thing even... Does this even do anything in this game? Probably, right? It's probably pretty good on, like, ooh, Modest. Let's go. That's a good Pokemon. Thought of a bit earlier today, or yesterday, where a Combuskin comes on screen and I say, Combustin? That's disgusting, man. What the f... You guys think that would hit with the YouTube Shorts audience? Has anyone done that bit before? It feels pretty obvious. Wait, I just want to check your stats. I don't give a f about leveling you. Plus speed, minus attack, Hitmonlee. It is what it is, man. It's kind of funny, because when acquired as a Tyrogue, it's actually really unlikely that your Hitmonlee will ever be minus attack nature. Because if it was, it wouldn't have evolved into a Hitmonlee, you know? It's kind of hard to have a Hitmonlee with really bad attack if it's acquired through Tyrogue, is I guess what I'm saying. Don't even bother damaging this because it just rests. Who's this, guys? Just got a game corner with no deaths. Yeah, I had to sack 3 on on Brock this run because I had like 4 different Swagger self-hits on Onyx. Nice, sick. What are we doing for this? Thoughts on Sobek? I know it's not a crocodile, but like, come on. Okay. Well, we all know what this is. I guess we can get Poliwrath probably. Oh, we only have a chance to get Poliwrath now, but like, who cares? Route 19, we, I think, fished last time, right? Just put the horsey in the bag, bro. Oh my god. Maybe I can't escape though. Yeah, I'm gonna guaranteed get it later. Holy f... It's a fire type. Whatever, man. There's just not a lot of encounters you actually get excited about in this game, huh? Am I missing anything now? No, not until Surf, right? I think I'm done. Alright, folks. I'm gonna be, in Italy for a week, celebrating my 30th birthday with all of my friends. It's gonna be really hype. So I'm not streaming for a week. See you guys next week. Peace.